So for today's practice, I'd like to share a poem as inspiration. And I've been reflecting on it. It's such a beautiful poem. So it's very short. Here we go. The poem is by Rilke, Rainer Maria Rilke. And the name of it is In My Life. In My Life. And in terms for resources, it's from Rilke's Book of Hours, Love Poems to God. So the poem is, I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. I may not ever complete the last one, but I give myself to it. I may not ever complete the last one, but I give myself to it. So in this practice, when we practice the Brahma Viharas, we practice them in widening circles, as you've noticed. We start with ourselves, we go to our benefactors, our good friend, the neutral person we're having difficulty with, the all beings. So all widening circles. We practice expanding our heart. We live this practice in widening circles that reach across the world, as Rilke says. The last category, all beings, reaches across the world. Our goodwill, our kindness reached across the world. And we may not ever complete the last one, the last circle, completely with every being in every condition, every situation. But we give our hearts to it. We give ourselves to it. It's an act of dedication. It's an act of honoring. It's an aspiration, not an expectation that we will make sure every being everywhere is definitely okay. And it's an aspiration. We give our lives to cultivating this goodwill, this friendliness to all beings everywhere. And given that Metta, compassion, the practices of the heart are intertwined with awakening, we can also think of this poem as a dedication to awakening, that we may not ever complete the last stage of awakening in this life. We might, we may not. As U Pandita, the title of his book, the master, meditation master U Pandita, the title of his book was In This Very Life. In this very life. So who knows? Maybe in this very life. And yet, if we do not get to complete the last one, this last circle, the last stage, we give ourselves to it. We dedicate this moment to it, our life to it, as a part of our path. When we are sitting, when we're walking, when we're interacting with others, can we bring kindness to mind? When we're interacting with ourselves, can we bring kindness to mind? Can we be kind? Can we be aware? Can we not be caught? Now, with those words, I like to read the poem one more time and let it land. Let it land for you in any way that it inspires you and it provides aspiration. I live my life. I live my life in widening circles. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. I may not ever complete the last one, but I give myself to it. I may not ever complete the last one, but I give myself to it.